everyone, it's Allie with Tupperware with Allie, and I am doing a back to school meal prep where I'm making a breakfast of banana waffles and I'm making Uncrustable sandwiches to throw as a snack or a lunch item in your kids or your own lunches for back to school. Let's get this started. I am going to start with our banana waffles. And to get started, I am going to melt down a half stick of butter. That is going to melt in the microwave, and while that's going, I'm going to get my dry ingredients for these banana waffles ready to go. So what I need for my dry ingredients is 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to start with that. Also going to add a 1 teaspoon of baking soda. The baking soda that is in your cabinet is actually going to absorb all the odors that are in your cabinet. So that's why the baking soda you plan on using to bake, put it in an airtight container like a Tupperware modular made so it stays fresh for you without absorbing odors from its surroundings. So that is one quick tip when you are baking. Get that baking soda into an airtight container. The next thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of baking powder. Now, baking powder should actually be shaken because the leavening agents that are in it can actually sink to the bottom if it's sitting in the cabinet. So I always give it a shake right before I use it. So 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. A 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. All right, so I have all of those dry ingredients mixed together. I'm just going to set that aside for now. Now I'm going to grab a brand new product to Tupperware, which is our Whip and Mix Chef, and this is brand new. This is what's going to mix all of our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. And we're going to start with 3 ripe bananas. I've got 3 ripe bananas in my Whip and Mix Chef, and I'm just going to seal this up, and I'm going to just get these bananas nice and mushed. Look how simple this is. Now, ripe bananas are easy to mush in the first place, but this is seamless to even turn. Let's see. That was so simple. All right, so next I'm going to add 1.5 cups of low-fat buttermilk. Use my measuring picture for that. Oopsies. So 1.5 cups. Now, this actually, the measuring pitcher is microwave safe, and that's why I melted my butter in it. Then I'm going to add my buttermilk. Oh, I absolutely love it when you're able to use all the ingredients that you purchase. That was exactly 1.5 cups. So I'm going to add my buttermilk. I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add 3 eggs. I'm just going to mix those ingredients together. All right, so all of those liquid ingredients are mixed, and I'm going to start adding in my flour mixture. Switch it to a second gear, which is more for mixing thicker batters, including cookies, you guys. You can make cookies without having to pull out the electric mixer or your stand mixer. Using this funnel attachment, I'm going to add our melted butter. So I'm going to just stick this in the side. And you guys, there is a little hole in there that because it has measurements right here on the side, so if you have it in a locked position, it's actually going to hold the liquid. But if you have it in the pour position, it's going to stream it in. So I'm going to have it in the stream in position, And I'm going to add my butter. And it's already starting to stream in. And then I'm just going to keep whipping, and that butter is just going to be added in a nice slow stream to my waffle mix. It smells so good. In for about 10 to 12 minutes in a preheated 450 degree oven. I set my timer for 11 minutes, so I will check them in 11 minutes. And while they are baking, I'm going to get my Uncrustable sandwiches made. I'm going to just put these right into my sandwich press. And I'm going to fill my sandwiches with peanut butter and jelly and peanut butter and marshmallow. Going to squeeze those together, and then just use a butter knife to cut off the edges. All the scrap pieces of bread can actually be used to make homemade breadcrumbs. And there we have it. We have our first Uncrustable sandwich. I've got my Uncrustables. I could, if I had had enough bread, I could have made, I would say this one in particular would store 6, 7, 8 to 10 sandwiches in this container. So here we have 8 waffles already. These do take probably about 10 minutes to cool. I allow them to cool before I start removing them from the silicone molds, and that helps them make sure they're set so you don't have any leftovers to clean up out of the mold. So there you have it. Breakfast and lunch meal prep, quick and easy, less than 30 minutes, and you can add a little bit of variety to lunches without having to add a lot of time. So I'm Tupperware with Allie. Thank you for tuning in. If you liked this video, I would love it if you would subscribe.